Hey guys, AFC Northerners, Jan David Sutar, JD Sutar, Ravens. Heartbreaking loss. Really, really fought game. Really beautiful game going into the overtime, 24-27. Still really hurting them with the deficits on touchdowns. Really trying to do hard work, but man, the defense got outgassed at the end. Mahomes and his crew are just really that good. They're really, really good at throwing. He's just a baller. But there's a couple of things. I want to talk about three things that bug the shit out of me right now. One, refereeing. Holy shit. First of all, that the offensive pass interference call was bullshit on Crab. It was so BS. There's so many bad calls in this game. I have not really complained about refs this season, but this game was atrocious. Just absolutely atrocious. I am so perplexed by some of these calls. Oof. Oof. Anyway, all right, so that's one. All right, so gotta definitely Harbaugh's gonna have some probably issues with the refereing on that. Jackson. So Lamar Jackson, he just went into questionable status. Well, first let me say this. I predicted we'd lose this game, and I predicted at 34-27, and we lost at 27-24. So we did better than I expected, and we did it in overtime. So as much as this loss sucks, we kind of knew we were playing a 10-3 team, and now they're 11-3. But guys, think about the larger perspective. Even with the reffing against us, even with ridiculous penalties that we brought upon ourselves, we had so many more penalties than the Chiefs did in this game. It was clearly playing the favorites, but regardless of that, we still went into overtime. We still held them. Our defense still stood up. And I understand that people want to blame the defense on this game. I think the share of this game is more honestly on reffing, but also there was some really questionable things that happened with Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong, still hype on it, but I've noticed some things about him so far. He throws the ball low, and he throws the ball behind way too many times for me to feel comfortable. If you look at some of those throws that he missed to John Brown, they were thrown behind him. In fact, even he threw a catch that was slightly behind Brown, and Brown still made it. But, if you look at the one that went to Snead, touched the ground, it was just too low. He really needs to work on targeting. I think that the Chiefs made a really, really good adjustments during halftime in order to kind of neutralize him running as much. I think that at the end we really, really, really ran out of gas. I guess the reason why RG3 came in was because Jackson was injured or perhaps not as up to par. Good on RG3 for trying to make a play on that. There's just that's a hard play to make. It's a really hard play to make, and I don't blame him for trying. I think there was some really, really questionable calls made for. As far as play calls, but really questionable, not oh my god, that was dumb. So we'll have to see where Lamar Jackson is on the injury report, whether or not there was anything lasting or not. Jimmy Smith, I know, wound up getting hurt. Shout out to Kenneth Dixon. What a great game he had. He had some bull runs. We really had some great stops by the defense. Also, that 55-yard return by Cyrus Jones was just insane. Number 27. Wow, what a beautiful special teams addition right there. Some interesting things that I'm looking at is that Edwards has never been tackled for a loss, and he maintained that during this game. So that's again another positive going in. John Brown I think had a touchdown too. I'm still not really happy with the performance of Mosley. I still think that he can do way, way better. I think that there's at least 3 plays that I saw where he lost. He could have basically stopped a play from happening, and he just wasn't at the right spot. It wasn't even a tackle. He just wasn't where he was supposed to be. I didn't understand the Ravens calling. There's a helicopter overhead. Sorry, guys. I don't like the Ravens call of the timeout at the 33-yard line when it was like a minute and 30 left or something like that, and the Ravens called a timeout. I don't know what that was about. I don't know that that was a really smart play, but maybe there was something more that I needed to pay attention to. But overall, whenever you think about this game, yeah, the reffing sucked. Yeah, like we ran out of gas. But if we hadn't had that horrible call of offensive pass interference, I think that OPI call really that gave us one instead of giving us a first down, put us at 1st and 20. I think from there that was pretty much where you could see like all of the calls going towards the Chiefs there. As you can see, I've been pulling my hair out watching this game. It was a really good game to watch. We really got a chance to feel out what the strengths and weaknesses of Lamar Jackson are. And honestly, I called us losing this game to begin with. So I'm glad that it wasn't as bad as we did, and we're performing pretty well. I mean, again, going into overtime against the Chiefs at 24-24, that is something. That is something. But totally think that, like, I think that this is a team that still can, get into a wild card, but I don't know. I don't think we're not going any further than that. We're going to have to battle. It's going to be a battle. Anyway, guys, for real though, like, we learned that our defense is a legit threat. We are still, like, one of the best defenses. We need Lamar Jackson to be way more accurate on his throws. I think that really, truly really, truly needs to, basically sharpen up a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, there's the debate. Like, if we have Flacco, do we win this game? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if you see it, like, that's speculation. Nobody can tell you that. That's a variable. But we're not close to being out yet. So we still got some real beauties of games coming up where everybody else has got. Well, I don't know. I've got to look back at the schedule now that I'm thinking about it. But I know that the Steelers don't have a really easy schedule still. They still got some things. The Bengals are pretty much not going anywhere. I don't think the Browns are going to go anywhere on that. So I think it's really between us and the Steelers now at this point. I don't see the Bengals pulling it out. So I think that we'll see what the Steelers do. It's on to the Chargers, I think. That's a game we definitely have to win. If we really want to keep ourselves in it, we definitely need to get into the Chargers. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. What do you guys think? I know that our defense is legit. I know that our running game on offense is getting better, but I think that we really, it's interesting, right? It's the Bucks. You're right. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. I always wind up thinking 2 games ahead. So yeah, we got the Bucks. We can win that game. I know we can win that big game. If we don't win that game, then that says more about, like, that says a lot about us. So yeah, what are you guys thinking here? What do you think that needs to happen next for us in order to, come into this playoff scenario? Because we got a lot of work to clean up. Our defense is doing all right. I want to make sure that Jimmy Smith is healthy, but I really, really have some strong feelings about the throws that I saw made from Lamar Jackson today. I did not like a lot of the throws I saw. I thought that, he made some good ones, but it truly is the difference between having a Joe Flacco who can legitimately throw the ball in downs and having Lamar Jackson who can run with read options and just gets like 7-8 yards on the first down every single time because he's running the ball on a read option. Because that's basically what our play game was the entire first and almost second half, was just on first down, he runs it straight through, picks up like 6-7 yards, and then we pound it through over and over again with Gus Edwards. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, this is final weeks for me for school, so I'm gonna try and get get my stuff together for the Bucks game coming up. Heartbreaking loss, really, really heartbreaking loss, but it was a good game. So don't feel too down. Like, the refs definitely wanted us to lose this game. The NFL definitely wanted us to lose this game. The Chiefs definitely wanted us to lose this game. But I think that without those bad calls, we could have had a little bit of a different game. Who knows? Who knows? But I don't think that if you put Joe Flacco in, we win this game. I just don't see that happening. I think that Lamar Jackson needed to be in this game to get as close as we did because the Chiefs' run game was pretty much horrible. Their run defense, rather, was pretty much horrible. They allowed for a lot of carries. So again, I disagree with the idea that if you put Joe in, you win this game. I just don't think I don't think that's accurate. Anyway, guys, make sure you check out DGBG. I know that Chris, Steelers guy, put one up just now. Put one up last night talking about some stuff. We'll see what we'll see about the Bengals and all that good stuff. But if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to us. Leave a comment, and let's get ready for Tampa Bay. In the meantime, go Ravens. And yeah. Oh wait, they got a comment here. I've got chat on right now. Joe would have won in overtime, but not the whole game. But he wasn't playing, so it really doesn't matter. But I understand what you're saying. In overtime, Joe is pretty clutch. I will say that, but we don't know. This is the first game in overtime for Lamar Jackson, so this first showing I don't think defines him in overtime. I think that he's still a rookie. It's his first time. It's his first time in overtime. So we'll see. We'll see. Baker Mayfield had a lot better opportunity because he went into overtime like what 3 games in a row. Basically, no, it was 2 games, then a skip, then another game. I think they went into 3 overtimes. So it's just a matter of the way it goes down. But does Joe win in overtime if he was available? Maybe. But I still think that I think that the problem I've got with the way that the play calling was at the end was that they gave up on the run and started throwing passes, and we started losing. I think that they started getting worried about the offensive line being able to make holes and didn't allow for Dixon and Gus Edwards to punch through, and then swap back to a conservative passing game, and we lost. I think that's exactly what happened. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but that's the way I see it. In the meantime, again, subscribe, talk to us, let us know what you think. We love hearing your guys. Tough loss. Good win for you guys, Chiefs fans. Congratulations. Ravens fans, don't be too hard on yourselves, but know that we went up against a Super Bowl winning team, and it was interesting. We did not fare as badly as I thought we would, and I'm typically a pessimist, so that's good news. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hope to see you on the Tampa Bay update game or update video. And in the meantime, go Ravens. And yeah, fuck the Patriots. They're playing Miami right now. Did they lose? I hope they lost. Fuck them. I can't look at that game. All right, bye, guys.